Hello and welcome to another episode of Tea Time with Hannah. If you're enjoying this style of video, I'd really appreciate it if you give it a like, maybe drop me a comment down below and subscribe if you want more. Things will be changing in the next few months as my life changes, but hopefully I'll still be making videos. So as today's video is, I'm coming to the end of my gap year. My time here in Ealing is nearly up. I'm moving out this week, which I'll try and vlog. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I've been doing the new Wine Discipleship Year, so I moved to Ealing in September, and I'm now finished. I'm about to move home for the summer. So I thought I'd just chat to you guys a bit, drink some tea, think about what I've learnt this year. Basically what I've learnt this year. That's what this video is going to be about. If you have any other things you want me to make videos about from my gap year or anything else, do leave that commented down below, and I will try and answer questions or whatever. So let's chat. What's been going on, Hannah? Are you the same person who moved to Ealing 10, 11 months ago, however long it was? I can't be bothered to work out the maths. Yes, is the short answer. I am, but might sound a bit woke. I've found who I am. I've found myself. It's true. I moved to Ealing and I found myself. Didn't even need to go to South Asia, just to London. So, let's chat. What's happened? I think first I just need to take a sip of this tea. That's better. So, what have I learnt this year? To be honest, I think like the headline is I've learnt who I am. And that has a lot of different facets to it. So I've learnt my giftings in particular, that it's been so great, particularly so on Tuesdays in the beginning, in our hub days when we have our teaching, we did a lot of work doing quizzes, personality quizzes, spiritual gifting quizzes, talking all about that kind of stuff, which did... And a lot of it I'd kind of done about before, I'd thought about before, but doing so much intensive work on that kind of who am I, how do I work, my personality type stuff was so helpful actually, because then that's helped me as I've been involved in ministry and kind of seeing what kind of jobs I would like to do within what I'm able to do, and then what I have the opportunities to do this year. It helped me kind of focus my mind on what I really wanted to maybe push a bit deeper into. So, for example, teaching. The word teacher came up so much in my first term. It was actually ridiculous. I had people praying for me and saying, I just got the word teacher for you. And I'm like, great, hasn't everyone? But that's been actually so cool to this year, because I've been leading a youth group. I've led a youth group for a year and no one has died. So that's been great. They're all still alive. I managed to keep them all. And that a big part of that's been teaching, and I've taught on Sundays. I've done sermons. And I guess even within our DY hub, I've really enjoyed doing the Bible studies, because we all take turns to lead Bible studies on Tuesdays, and that has been really great. And I think particularly knowing that that's a gifting has allowed me to focus on it more and allow me to grow in it. I'll come back to another point on that in a bit. But who am I? Yeah, so giftings, but then also kind of socially, I guess, and my personality, where I fit in social groups. I think I've another key thing is that I've grown so much in confidence, and I think that is because I have figured out a bit more of who I am and how I like to work, how I process things, how I function well, which has then allowed me to find more confidence in who I am, because I know who I am. I can then be confident in it. And it's, yeah, I've said it a few times, but to different people. But I definitely didn't come into this year thinking that I needed to grow in confidence. I didn't think it was an issue. But I am much more confident in myself leaving than when I moved here. That is for sure. I guess part of just like working with people and doing things has kind of forced it upon myself, I guess, a bit. But well, yeah, also as I've like figured out more about myself, I've learned to kind of accept myself, I guess, which has then allowed me to be more confident in who I am, if any of that makes sense. Yeah. And I think also that confidence comes back to the giftings and having the opportunity to really step out in those giftings, and do things that I didn't feel totally equipped or prepared or able to. But I'd stepped out in faith, and it's been all right. And so my confidence has increased, but it's not confidence in my abilities. Like, I know my abilities and my giftings, but the confidence has come from, there's been a few situations through the year when I've got to an event, a talk, whatever it was, and been like, wow, okay, I actually don't know what I'm doing here. I don't feel prepared. I'm ridiculously nervous and anxious about this. Lord, I don't know what I'm doing, so you're going to have to pull through and do it, because I can't. So actually, it's now all up to you, because like I can't do this. And each and every time, God has just blown me away by how faithful he is. And faithful has always been such a key word for me when I think about God. And I think this year it's gone from a head knowledge to a heart knowledge that actually, no, I can trust God. He is faithful when he asks me to do something that I'm not totally prepared for or feel able to do, but I step out in faith and I say, okay, I'll do it, but you're going to do it with me. He has actually done it, and the feedback I've had has been great. And I try and say to people, like, it wasn't me, it was God. So that's been amazing. Yeah, particularly with speaking and leading worship, because wow, I've led worship. Who knew? That was not something that I thought I was going to do this year. I knew there might be the opportunity to do it, and I've sang before in worship bands, and I thought maybe I'd do that. But actually leading worship was not something I aspired to do or thought I'd do. And yet I ended up leading worship on the youth weekend away, which was one of the things when I was like, yeah, God, you need to do this, because I can't. So yeah, it's another interesting thing that I learnt this year, that I can lead worship. Yeah, so that's fun. Didn't think I'd do that. Yeah. So this is all pretty like linked together and stuff, because it's not like, yeah, because I'm one person, so a lot of this feeds into each other. But another thing I think that I've learnt this year is that I'm capable. Like, you can give me a task and I can do it. Most things I can do it. I can do things. I am capable of, I mean, for starters, looking after myself, which I wasn't particularly worried. I was quite an independent person at home anyway. And I've been cooking and stuff for years, but I am actually capable of looking after myself. I'm also capable of looking after other people, doing kids groups and youth groups and toddler groups. And yeah, I can do stuff, and yeah, that's been cool as well. And also, one of the like reasons I wanted to do this year was to find out what it was like to work for a church full time. And I have discovered that, what it is like. I mean, obviously I've only been working at like, well, 1/2 churches, and in one area, but I have had a taste of what it is like to be in ministry full time. And let me tell you, it is intense. It is intense. But also very rewarding. Very, very rewarding, actually, when I think back on this year. I'm so thankful for the opportunity I've had to just serve people, to do ministry. It has been such a blessing. I'm not going to cry now because I've done enough crying, and I'll cry some more when I get home, but it has been really amazing doing ministry full time. And it's fairly probable that I will do it again. What that will look like, whether it'll be a short-term thing or like a long-term thing, we'll see. But I imagine I will find myself back in church at some point. But, you know, got a degree to get first, so yeah. Yeah. I think that's what I've learnt this year. I've probably learnt a lot of other things. Learned a lot about Nehemiah. Didn't know a thing about Nehemiah, but Nehemiah has come up a lot this year. So I feel like I've got to know Nehemiah quite well. And other fun stuff like that. But yeah, it really has been a great year. And if you have any questions, please do drop them in the comments down below. I would love to answer any questions or make another video. It has been amazing, and I'm gonna miss my church, all the people I've got to know here. It has been amazing. But now I'm just rambling and you don't want to listen to this, so I will end it here. I've still got some tea to drink, so I'll drink this while I edit this. And yeah, it's been great. So enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you again soon. God bless. Bye.